What's going on, y'all? So yeah, we're going into Jimmy Neutron villain Nickelodeon universe. So yeah, this one I had to react to because this is going to be about him trying to downshoot anything Microsoft has done. Him trying to cope with the acquisitions that they have, and him just once again being anti-consumer minded, again, not caring about anything, saying that Game Pass does nothing for gamers. It's just a Sunday coupon in the store. And PlayStation has released more games than Xbox and are releasing more games than Xbox. He just goes into a strong delusion. So are we ready to, correct him, put him in his place? Yeah, we're gonna do that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed your morning coffee. Uh, had to do this. I'm sorry, this picture is a gold mine. When I seen it in the place, I was laughing so hard, y'all. This is probably one of the best pictures I've ever seen. Like, as far as like memeing on somebody, it's so great, and too bad not that many people see it because it's absolutely amazing. All right, y'all, let's get into this.
More tactical because they have less to spend, and I think we get better results. Are you what really? What did the ABK deal do for you? Those Call of Duty games were going to come. They were going to come to the market.
First and foremost, I don't look at Activision as a Call of Duty factory like Bobby Kotick did. I got almost 100% on all the Spiral Collection games on Game Pass last year, and the Crash games. I like the Tony Hawk games. I'm looking forward to Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. I'm looking forward to other games from Activision that I used to play back in the days, like the Guitar Hero games. Phil Spencer said they may revitalize them. So what are we talking about here? Though that's something you have to own the guitar, obviously, in the game. I would support that. But the point is that we're just getting started with Activision's lineup. You know, they got years to go. They just got them not too long ago. So there's going to be a ton of benefits. So I find it funny that he's trying to downplay that. And he's just very butthurt because Sony doesn't have marketing rights anymore. It ended last holidays, by the way.
What did the Bethesda deal do? Doom was coming to the market no matter what. id Software was making Doom.
See, all he's thinking about is that it's going to be coming to PlayStation eventually. What do you mean you don't have Starfield? You will get it probably eventually, but what do you mean? A lot of people play that on Game Pass, and you got to pay for that premium deal for having Game Pass without having to pay 100 and something bucks, right? And if you're going to have Game Pass anyways, you know what I mean? I mean, you didn't get screwed over with Redfall, and they eventually fixed that. You know what I mean? All those Bethesda games that launched, all the Doom games, what's that one game, Tokyo Ghost or whatever the hell it's called? Um, all those games are available. So what do you mean? There's incredible deals going on. Or Bethesda, Indiana Jones. I got to play that day one. That was an incredible game. So what are we talking about here, guy? What did it do for you? It did a lot of things for a lot of gamers.
It's not a new game. It's not something new that they invested in. They just bought it. That to me is
They both do that. See, this is the funny thing. Everything Sony has, they acquired.
like I get more from PlayStation saying we're going to publish in India and China and we're going to partner with this studio and that studio and help bring their game to market. That's way better than just being like, oh, we own Doom now. Cool. It'll really change my experience when the game loads up and says Xbox Game Studios. I hope I get an achievement for that. Xbox gamers get them at a significantly cheaper price now? No, you get to borrow them on Game Pass. You're not getting them. You're renting them. Yes, it benefits you. It benefits Game Pass subscribers. The gaming popular.
First and foremost, you can get the full experience of a single player game in other games. And there's some games you probably, like multiplayer wise, didn't want to invest in and you realize you don't. But you have a subscription for other games. You get the full experience and it's over with. You never want to play the game again. There's some games that are like that. That's a full benefit. Paying one price instead of paying multiple prices for all these different games. Get out of here, bro. Like, you're literally trying to downplay the Netflix experience. Like, it's not gonna work. And you want to talk about rental? Hold up a second here, bro. PlayStation 5 service is now renting stuff. But guess what? You're renting hardware. Talk about taking a step backwards and doing the wrong move here. Look at this. In order to rent a PS5 Pro, if you're not doing the yearly, they want you to lease it for 36 months, by the way, to pay $18.95 for the Pro. 24, you have to pay 21. 12-month lease, you'll be paying $27. And if you just want to do it monthly, you're paying them $35. And then when you're done, they'll ask you if you want to buy it. I don't see no discount, by the way. We ready to go back here? Let's go over to just the PlayStation 5, right? This is the funny thing to me, y'all, that I just don't understand. Like, how he hasn't said anything about this. $12 a month for a 36-month lease, but you have to have it for 3 years. 24 month for $13. And 12 months, you have to pay them $18 a month for a PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 Slim. If you're not doing that, you have to pay them $24 a month. Right? Think about this, right? Let's say if you did that for a year. So I think you would want to go with the year because that's just a ripoff. You already be paying for most of the PlayStation. It's not like they're saying, here, do a leeway or allowance, right? And then pay it off over time. No, you're going to only rent it. That's a scheme. It would have been different. Microsoft has it to where you could pay it, you know what I mean, over time. You want to talk about rental retardation? It's right here. More anti-consumer behavior. They got the VR on here too, by the way, the VR too. So they can boost up the numbers and talk about that. And it's in Japan as well now. And they're going to eventually probably bring this to the US. What are we talking about here, guy? This is terrible. Yeah, we know that look. That's the look he probably has right now, yeah. He doesn't want to talk about it, though.
Is a whole lot bigger than the 20-something million people on Game Pass that can get day and date. Because there's about 10 million, 9 million in there that are on Game Pass Core. So they don't count. They're not getting those games day and date. There's only about 20 million people in the Game Pass funnel that are getting day and date. That's nothing in the grand scheme of the market. Like, that's nothing. The entire rest of the gaming...
How many people have PlayStation Plus compared to Extra and Premium? We really want to play that game? Yeah, I don't think so.
Market isn't getting anything extra from Xbox's publishing efforts. What sent us down this trail was somebody saying, well, what's PlayStation doing for us? What are they doing for us? I'll tell you what they're doing. They're bringing more games to the market than Xbox is.
I can't believe he just said that after we saw this year's lineup. This little crafty villain, Nickelodeon villain, just said that, y'all. Good Lord, what a clown. You have to be kidding me. You've seen Microsoft's lineup. They even released more games last year from their in-house studio. Microsoft Flight Simulator, Hellblade, Indiana Jones, Call of Duty Black Ops, like a Starfield DLC. Like, you know, the funny thing is, like, what did Sony release that is actually their game, first party in-house? Astrobot. The rest were just locked games that are all on PC. Right? Year before that, Spider-Man 2, that's it. Microsoft's been releasing more games than them in the past few years. And the amount they're going to be releasing this year is going to be more than their entire generation. And they're going to keep doing that more because they have everything in line now. They're canceling games. The amount of bullshit that comes out of this guy's mouth and the amount that's inside of him, he can take a dump for a few days and still have to take more because he's so full of it. Like, this is what I mean, like, on this PlayStation side. Like, why are you guys so full of shit? You know what I mean? Like, absolutely unbelievable, the statement that he just made. And they just announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 coming to Game Pass. That's 2 more games. They got like 8 or 9 in-house games coming this year. And we could be having a Gears of War collection. That's 3 more games. Then we know next year we get in Fable. We know Everwild's around the corner. We know State of Decay 3's around the corner. We know Gears E-Day will probably be happening next year around the corner. You ain't going to be able to stop it. They have too many games. I already told you that's 4 games for sure. You got the GoldenEye remake. You got the Perfect Dark. You see what I mean? Like, they have so many games. Like, it's not even funny. And the COD is going to be coming out next year too, or whatever. Got the handheld around the corner. What are we talking about here? You know what I mean? And we know they have more games too than that. It's just what we can talk about now, but that's still a lot. We got the Hideo Kojima game. How many more games? I'm telling you right now. And all the day one drops on Game Pass that are non first party too that they get that Sony wants you to pay for. You know, like Stalker 2 last year, right? And lots of other games that they do with that. You really want to play this game, bro? Because I don't understand. Like, I don't understand at this point why you're still trying to defend Sony because it's not going to work. That's why I'm here to make sure of that.
And they have less money and they own less studios. How is this even a question? It doesn't make any sense to me.
What do you mean? They canceled more games you could imagine. And Concord, you might as well count that too. And you might want to add Fair Game to that list because I think that's coming on the way too.
How is this even a question? They're bringing more games to market with less money and less studios. Tony Stark built this in a cave. Like, that's what it feels like. It's like PlayStation's doing it with less money and less studios. But you want to talk about who owns the studios. That's convenient. That is such a convenient scorecard. Well, congratulations. They own these games that were already coming to the market anyway. Oh, and you saved some money.
He didn't care about gamers.
Win for gamers.
It's all about buying the PlayStation games. You see what he's saying? He doesn't care about you getting a discount on Game Pass and them being broke. So he doesn't care. It's pretty obvious. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Shut your punk ass up. Nickelodeon Neutron.
I thought we were about games, not saving money. Like, I became a...
Damn, man. Definitely with the prices of groceries and everything around the corner. Guy, he's telling you, look, he's saying it right there. He doesn't care about you saving money. He doesn't care about you being able to afford all those experiences. He'd rather you be charged full $69.99 or whatever it is and not be able to have all those experiences because you wouldn't be able to buy those games without Game Pass. A lot of people can't. I know they can't. You know what I mean? I'm not saying some people can't, but the point is what he just said. Straight up. He wants you to miss out on all those experiences that you would have not probably been able to get because it's too expensive for certain people because groceries take up way too much. Unbelievable statement by this dickhead. I have to say it. Like, you know, I have to say, man, he's being a loser for saying that. That's a step down on the intellect bracket. And look at that look on his face. He feels like what he's saying is good and smart. And it's like, no, see, he's for the corporations and getting memberships. He said it all right there.
I'm a fan of games because of the games. Like, I'm a fan of games because I grew up playing video games. I'm not clipping coupons on Sunday trying to get the games cheaper. Like, what are we even talking about here? It's eye-opener, I have to say. I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you. There are going to be so many people that over the course of the next 24 months are going to say, I was lied to. It's coming. I'm telling you right now, it's coming.
So remember this.
It is coming. People are going to say, hey, Mr. So-and-so, you told me on your podcast that this is where the industry was going and that making games multi-plat was where the industry is going. Why is PlayStation continuing to invest in games exclusive for their platform? Why?
You mean why are they continuing to make them time exclusives? Because they're all coming to PC, whole slate? Because they can't afford to keep it only on that platform? If they can't do it at that rate, even Microsoft would have had problems too, because they're just telling you Sony can't do it. You know what I mean? And they have those many consoles, and you're still going to PC. Can you not do that math? I mean, I don't think he can, y'all. What are we talking about here, guy? All your stuff's going to PC. You're even gonna go to the Switch too. You're multi-platform, buddy. You're only doing that locked stuff for now, but these people that are there now is a totally different PlayStation. They're all about business and profit. They lost so much money with all those canceled games and Concord and all the other stuff that's going on. You don't think they want to recoup that? Oh, yeah, that's why there's even more layoffs. And you better believe they're putting their games on PC. Keep coping.
Are they continuing to bring exclusives to the market? You told me this was going to be better for me in the industry. People are going to wake up. You told me PlayStation.
No, you need to wake up and get Sony's rainbow dildo out of your mouth and behind.
Had no roadmap and wasn't bringing as many games to the market, and apparently they're bringing more. You told me PlayStation games were boring. You told me PlayStation games were movie games.
They are movie games. Most of what do you mean? It's a movie experience. He can't handle that. Look at that. I don't know about boring. I enjoy some of them. You know what I mean? I get platinums on all of them. Every single one. So, but for you to do, why you think they tried to service Rush? Because everyone told them you just have a bunch of movie games. Single player games. You don't have any online games. You don't have any service games. It's the same thing over and over again. The third person zoom in, cinematic, get in the cover with the little side character coming in, saying the little dialogue, telling you how to solve all these little puzzles. Same thing over and over again. If you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you. But of course, he's not going to see that. He just wants to see PlayStation in a positive, blind, toxic manner. Over defend Sony no matter what, say nothing about him. All this news is coming out, he said nothing critical about it. Man, it's just so obvious, it's not even funny.
And they're going to realize, boy, oh boy, have I been misled. Eugene says, it's me, welcome. You're not the first to realize you've been sold a
Same as it ever was.
bunch of snake oil by AstroTurfers.
Yeah, like Jim Ryan. Snake orgy. What happened, man?
I like my Sunday coupons. Console wars have been a thing. It's been healthy for gaming. It's just the noise now around it, which is hard to stand. Right.
See, he's all for it.
We've already had
Everybody
people go
is.
through this experience. We really have. We've had people say, I feel like I was lied to. They get a PlayStation and they start playing the games. They start playing like Horizon and God of War, and they're like, holy crap. I've been lied to. These games are incredible.
Horizon's a good game. Incredible is Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Not even close to Zelda. It's very simple. The game is very simple. Same little running around in the environments, sliding around, one little weapon, a spear and a bow. I mean, don't get me wrong, engine-wise and stuff and all that, it is a cool game, but it's nowhere near up there with the greats. Now, God of War Ragnarok is amazing. It's up there with the best. It is. But Horizon, no, buddy. But it's a good game. I got a platinum. Like I said, I have 100% on all of them. I guarantee you, he probably don't have any platinums. Yeah, you know, he doesn't. You guys see my platinums. I got 56 right now. The majority of them are PlayStation games. You know what I mean? So I speak from full experience here. I'm telling you, Nintendo with way lesser tech, their games blow them out of the water. Wait till the Switch 2. Like, just watch. They ain't never gonna make nothing like Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Zelda's been doing that for the longest. They just wanted to have their own little type of Zelda, but it's like, no, you ain't no Zelda. Not even close.
They're not boring movie games. They're at a higher caliber.
That's subjective.
I'm telling you, you play Tsushima Director's Cut, Returnal, Ratchet and Clank,
Tsushima's good.
God of War Ragnarok, Spider-Man 2, Gran Turismo 7. You play
Gran Turismo 7 is a boring game. Forza is way better. And Indiana Jones is just as good as PlayStation experiences. That game is incredible. I loved it. You know what I mean? They don't have a shooter to match Halo Infinite either. And Halo Infinite's not the best Halo, but look at it now compared to where it is now. They never gave up on it. You know what I mean? The next Gears is going to be great. You're waiting to receive that. You know what I mean? And I just have to say that when it comes to PlayStation, there are a select few games that are pretty good, of course. But as of lately, it's been very dry.
Games of that caliber, and you will see that you have been lied to.
Nobody's being lied to, but everybody knows they're there. And they're also on PC. Like, subscribe, y'all. Peace out.